the groom. Ladies and gentlemen, or friends and relatives, as I can now say, and include everybody here, even though I've only been related to some of you for 4.5 hours. I was going to start my speech by telling you how lovely Rachel is, but then I thought, why bother? Because you all know that I think she's lovely, because I've just married her. And you can all see for yourself that she looks lovely. So the overwhelming evidence means we can skip that section. And now I can speak on behalf of my wife and myself. Firstly, we'd like to thank Rachel's parents. I'd like to thank Rachel's parents for the fine job they've done in raising her. There may have been moments, I don't know, many, many years ago, when they thought they were raising a monster. But the finished article testifies to what a good job they've done. We'd also like to thank my parents, who are still hoping to come out of that stage, for all they've done for me over the years. Especially for the opportunities they steered me towards, always supportive and encouraging, but never pushing. Next, we'd like to thank Rachel's parents for everything they've done to make today such a success. Without their help, we'd currently be standing in the local park with nothing to eat, and indeed, without my parents' help, nothing to drink either. I know that Rachel and I are going to enjoy being members of 2 families, rather than just one each. And just to show you how Jen and Rog have gone out of their way to make me welcome in their family, the first time I visited Haddon Cottage, for dessert we had bread and butter pudding. Well, being on my best behaviour, I mentioned, as I finished my second large portion, that bread and butter pudding was my favourite dessert. And to this day, whenever I visit, there seems to be bread and butter pudding on the menu. And as a gesture of goodwill to my new father-in-law, I've decided to reveal to everybody today that I'm also very fond of chocolate mousse, apple, blackberry pie and rhubarb crumble. Right, now you may have wondered how the wedding proposal took place. The first part of the evening had been spent at the St Mary's Primary School, Wickmansworth, Parent Teachers Association quiz night. We were divided into teams of 8 and given 250 questions to answer, and nearly as many bottles of wine. Well, after I'd finished arguing with the quiz organiser over some of the answers he's got wrong, we set off from Wickmansworth. Before we'd passed Denham, we were engaged to be married. Now, some people have suggested that that evening I'd become obsessed by questions and didn't realise what I was doing. Others, rather unfairly in my view, have suggested it was the first question Rachel had answered correctly. Now, amazingly, a few people have even suggested that this proposal was a bit slow. Well, I can refute that suggestion because it took place at 60 miles an hour. Did I kneel down? Well, of course not, because I hit my head on the dashboard. And even now I can hear Rachel's reply, those 3 words that mean so much to me. I suppose so. In case you think that I'm not ready for married life because all I've done for most of my life is row, I'd like to tell you what rowing has taught me that I think will be useful in married life. My performances in the single scull have taught me that I'm absolutely useless by myself. The Cox's 4 teaches the importance of teamwork. Whilst in the 8 and the Cox 4, one learns how to take orders from someone much smaller than one. But perhaps the best preparation for marriage is the Coxless pair, because in this boat 2 people have to work very closely together, even though neither of them can see where they're going. But I'm not sure how hockey will have prepared Rachel for marriage, because this seems to involve running around and threatening people with a big stick. Now I'd like to thank some important people who've helped to make today a success. Ian Linehan, who made all of the bridesmaids' dresses. Sil, who did the much admired artwork for the invitations and service sheets. John Kerry, the Bishop of Southampton, for driving up from Devon this morning, Harry, Rachel and myself. I'd like to thank Gary, Gareth and Simon from the Old Emmanuel University of London's School of Barman. And Claire Grattan, who made this mistake there. But all their efforts would have been in vain if all of you hadn't come today to help us to celebrate. So Rachel and I would like to thank you for your presence here today, and of course also here today for your presence. We will write and thank everybody personally, but because of your great generosity it may take us a few days to complete all the letters. Now, even when you know what someone wants, getting presents can be a tricky business, and this somewhat conveniently reminds me of a story I'd like to tell you. The British ambassador was in Washington some years back, and about a fortnight before Christmas he was rung up by the local television station. "Ambassador," said the caller, "what would you like for Christmas?" "I shouldn't dream of accepting anything." "No, seriously, we would like to know, and don't be stuffy. You have, after all, been very kind to us during the year." "Oh, well, if you absolutely insist, I'd like a small box of crystallised fruits." He thought no more about it until Christmas Eve when he switched on the television. "We've had a little Christmas survey all of our own," said the announcer. "We asked 3 visiting ambassadors what they would like for Christmas. The French ambassador said, 'Peace on earth, a great interest in human literature and understanding, and an end to war and strife.' Then we asked the German ambassador, and he said, 'A great upsurge in international trade, ensuring growth and prosperity, particularly in the underdeveloped countries.' That is what I wish for Christmas." And then we asked the British ambassador, and he said he'd like a small box of I'm just about to hand over to Nigel, my best man, but first I must thank Nigel for the excellent job he has done so far. The other day I heard of a best man who, knowing the bride was a Christian, thought it'd be nice to leave an appropriate Bible verse in the happy couple's hotel room for her to find later on. So he searched the Bible and found the perfect verse, 1 John chapter 4 verse 18. Do you want me to tell you what it is? "There is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear." Unfortunately, instead of 1 John, the best man wrote John chapter 4 verse 18. That evening, whilst the groom was in the bathroom, the bride found the note and looked up the verse. She read, "The fact is, you have had 5 husbands, and the man you now have is not your husband." So finally, I have to thank our bridesmaids, and I'm sure you'll all join me in wishing Becky the best of luck on her forthcoming round the world trip. Nicola, good luck at her new school. And Rosemary, better luck with her pronunciation of my name. All 3 of them have carried out a very difficult job faultlessly, namely looking lovely without upstaging my lovely wife. So ladies and gentlemen, I give you the toast, the bridesmaid. Bridesmaid.